Hey G Squad, welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? So for this episode with this cool amazing power right here in my hand, if you can see, basically what this is a Wi-Fi dash cam that you can use to record stuff in your car in case of any accidents or anything that happens around your car. The one that we have right here is by the brand right there, and this is the 1080p quality one. And I want to show you guys what I actually mentioned on the packaging right here right quick. So if you can see, it says that it's supposed to have Wi-Fi enabled, 1080p full HD quality. It has a Sony sensor inside and it has parking guard built into the product itself as well. Alright, so let's open up and see what the inside looks like now. Alright, so when we first open it up, this is basically what it looks like inside. So we give you guys some contact information if anything's wrong with the product. If you open up this part right here, you guys can see that that's what it looks like inside. So they pretty much provide you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use the product itself and all the different functionality that's on here. They provide you guys a little feedback card if there's anything wrong with the product, let them know. And then right here you guys can see the actual dash cam right there and the accessory box right here. So let's take a look at the actual accessory box first to see what is provided before we look at the actual dash cam itself. So inside they provide us the cable and the mounting accessory that you can use to mount it on. So the cable that they provide us right here is for the car. So you just want to plug this part into the car and they just want to plug in the other side of the cables onto the actual dash cam itself to activate it. They provide us a tool that you can use to set up pretty easy as well. Right here they provide us a USB to USB-C cable to actually charge the product and transfer stuff if you guys want, I guess. And that's basically everything that's in the packaging itself. Now let's take a look at the actual dash cam right here. Alright, so it's well protected and everything. Alright, so this is basically what the product looks like. You can see here's the camera right here, pretty small and portable. You can see right here is where it actually is stuck on the actual mirror on the dashboard itself. The camera I believe is rotatable. You guys move it up and down, you can see. So this is what this side looks like right here. On the other side, this is basically what it looks like right here. So they have a power button, up and down button. They have a I guess menu option right here, or the list option right here. It tells you guys it has a Sony sensor. They have SHD 1080p quality on here. On the side right here, they have a micro SD card slot right here that will put in your micro SD card. On the top part right here, you can see that they have an aux plug outlet right there. They have a USB-C output right there. So that's where you plug in the cable to activate it. On the front side right here and right here, I believe those are either the microphone or that is the speaker to play out the actual audio and everything when you guys want to rewatch your video. And that's basically everything that's on the product itself. So the product itself is actually a low battery now, so let me actually go plug it in and charge it up first, and then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so here we have the product. So this is the app that you guys want to download right here, which you guys can find in the actual user manual right here. But while that's downloading, let me show you guys the actual device right here. So I press this button right here, it turns it on, and it tells me to insert a SD card, but we don't have to do that right now. I want to show you guys what is on here real quick. So just pressing this button right here, you guys can choose from video, photos, playback, setup, and everything. So this is how you guys switch the buttons if you guys want to use the buttons right here to go left and right. So if you just want to take photos, just go here and click on this button right here. And now it's on photo mode, so you can use it to take photos if you guys want to. Otherwise, you can change it back to the video mode to record stuff like a dash cam. So on the display, this is basically what it looks like. So it has the date right there, the time right there, the recording time right there, WDR, and all these other stuff right here that tells you guys the battery life, the mic is on, and etc. So once you guys want to start recording, you just want to press this button right here and start recording. But since we don't have the SD card yet, it won't record yet. You guys can go to playback right here if you guys want to see the other stuff that we recorded. So it has the emergency recording, the normal recording, the photos. So it has all that on here depending on which one you guys used. And then for setup, if you guys go to setup right here, you can control like the camera settings and system settings. So if you go to camera settings, you guys can do all of that stuff on here. So resolution, you guys can change it to 70p or 180p. Image size, you guys can do 12 megapixels, 10 megapixels, 8 megapixels, and 5 megapixels. You guys can do motion detection over here if you guys want to turn that off or on. There's G sensor, you guys can control the G sensor on here as well. So there's like low, medium, or high or off. There's a parking guard, there's the WDR, there's the exposure level, you just want to change that as well. There's a SNG, stop and go, auto recording on and off. So you typically want to have auto recording on so that way, just in case if you guys don't have it turned on yourself, it does it for you. So we go back, let's look at the system settings. So you can control like the language on here, you guys can format the SD card, you guys can turn off and on the Wi-Fi. It has the auto power off, so after 1 minute it turns off by itself. Screensaver option, the beeping side you can turn off and on. Startup sound, the frequency, date and time, the date stamp, the license plate number, license plate stamps, default setting, and the version number right there. So those are all the settings on what you guys can do on here and everything. But let me show you guys what the quality looks like on the actual camera itself really quick. So I'm gonna use this plant that we have right here to show you guys what the quality looks like. So obviously I don't have the SD card in yet, but I'm just showing you guys the quality of what it looks like. So I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but the lens itself is a wide angle lens, so it has a lot of coverage on here. So compared to what you guys see right here versus right here, you definitely see a lot more on here. And for such a small lens right here, it's pretty cool of how much it can show. But you can see that the quality itself is pretty good. It's definitely 1080p dimension on here, so it's really high quality. And if I go further away, you can see a lot more. So it definitely has a really wide range of like how much you can see on here. Like even for the camera that I'm using right now, you guys can't really see the slide as much compared to what you guys can see on here. So definitely the quality on here is really good, but also has a really wide angle or like a wide range of what you guys can record. And then for the app that I mentioned, if you guys want to use the app as well, you definitely can. So all you guys need to do is connect it. And you guys want to turn on the Wi-Fi on here, which we have off right now. So I need to cover this part up because I don't want to show you guys the Wi-Fi password and everything. Alright, so we got it connected. Let's click on join camera. So you can see that it does work on here. Pretty high quality, and it tells you it's 1080p right here. Show you guys the time, how much is being recorded, the battery life on here, and everything else on here in terms of the Wi-Fi connection. You guys can select like what photos you guys have here or the videos on here. If you guys want to change the camera mode, you click on that. Now it's on photo mode right there. You guys can adjust all the settings on here as well. So 1080p, picture resolution, photo quality, auto recording, the recording audio, motion detection, everything is all on here, which is pretty cool. So basically everything that's in control on the actual dash camera here, you guys can do the same thing on the app. So pretty easy to use and everything, but let's try out the night vision and see how that works really quick. Alright, so this is basically what it looks like right now. You can see it's pretty high quality. I'm in the restaurant right now, so the quality is pretty good and everything, but let me turn off the light and try out the night vision. Alright, so it's pitch dark right now. You guys can see that the quality itself is pretty good. So the quality of the actual dash cam itself, it still shows everything pretty clearly, but it's not like super clear to the point where you can see everything like really clear, but it definitely works if you guys can see. And welcome back guys. So now I saw the quick test of the product itself. You guys can see that everything about the product works really well. The camera quality is pretty good. When you guys actually use the actual dash cam and look at the screen right here, it might not look that high quality on there, but once you guys look at the quality on like a computer and everything, it actually looks really good quality. But everything else that they mentioned in terms of like the Sony sensor, the motion detection, the IPS display, the parking monitor, all the other functionality that's on the product itself is pretty good. Overall performance is pretty good. The high quality in terms of the quality images and the photos, everything works really well. It also has the emergency recording option, which is pretty cool in case you guys need it for emergency, like last minute all of a sudden. And obviously probably one of the coolest things is the fact that it has the app option as well, so you can look at it not only on the actual device, but you guys also look on it in your app, so that way you can actually control it and rewatch stuff on your app as well. So I actually tried a lot of their products from this brand before. I think this is probably one of the coolest ones that they have so far, because the overall design itself is pretty small and portable and doesn't waste a lot of space. And for this one, if you guys stick onto like the dashboard for this part right here, you guys actually remove it like this. So that way it sticks on the actual glass, and you guys can actually remove this and hide it away, so that way you guys don't have to worry about someone stealing it. And then when you guys want to use it again, all you guys have to do is slide it back in like this and push it up. So they definitely thought about everything about the product itself in terms of the quality, the portability, ease of use, and everything on this product is pretty cool. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Now that we do a quick unboxing and testing the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that this is actually really worth it if you guys want one or need one of these, especially if you guys have a car and you guys drive a lot, whether you guys are going to work or traveling in general, whether you guys are using it in the morning or at nighttime. It's always nice to get any kind of like dash cam to record stuff in case of any emergency, so you guys have proof of it. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else that you actually do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for quick unboxing and testing on the product itself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, then make sure to click on that bell notification in the bottom to be notified of new videos that will be coming up in the future. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.